Well, welcome back to the channel, my fellow Drifter Maniacs, and in today's video we have got the first full-on run of the ZD Racing 9020 buggy. Yours for a smidgen under $320, link to it below the video. How well does it handle? Pretty impressively, to my mind. Does it end well? Not necessarily, but this is a buggy as opposed to a basher. Do bear that in mind, but in terms of outright handling, this thing absolutely nails it. And I took it down to one of my favourite places, Shell Sands in Foster City, California. I am glad to say all the kids have gone back to school. There was nobody in sight. Not even the lady walking the dog. Well, we'll kind of worry about that later. Just remember guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe.
Welcome to my first proper bashing session with the ZD Racing 9020. I'll put a link to it below the video because it's looking good value for the price it is, and it takes up to 4S on it, which gives it quite a good turn of acceleration. Well, I brought the ZD Racing 9020 out down to Shell Sands, and I'm pleased to say all the kids have gone back to school. There is not a person in sight, and not even anyone walking a dog out here. This is absolute heaven, like it used to be. First of all, we're going to try this on 3S, and then I've got a 4S pack to test it with. John from Fog City, you would love this today. Anybody would love this today. Get the feel for it to start with. I think I might put that 4S pack straight in. Handling, pretty predictable on here. And it's soaking those bumps up quite well. So I'm not going to go crazy on these bumps because it is a buggy, not a basher. Oh, two people. Look at that. First people seen all day. It's handling. Very predictable indeed. And it can change direction like an absolute rocket. And it seems to be freeing up. It seems to be getting quicker. You can power that tail out if you want, but it's quite predictable. Lots of grip. Now all the kids are back at school and it's this empty. Time to get down here with some of those crazy cars that I've been building over the past few months. Like I say, just trying to get it on so I can nail that corner without getting it. Ooh, right. It jumps pretty well actually. Handling is very predictable indeed. And with the handling being predictable, you can really seem to nail the jumps. It's not wanting to get kicked off line particularly, and it's pretty darn good in the air so far. Should pay attention to where you landed, though, Rich. I think it's time we put the 4S pack in. Now we're going to try it out with a Power Hobby LiPo 4,500 milliamp 100C rating 4S. Anybody's interested, I'll put a link to that below the video because they are some of the best batteries going. Okay, now I suspect we might be a different beast altogether here. Oh yeah, a lot more urgency to say the very least. I think traction may be an issue actually. And there's still no one. Oh, there's one person inside. How inconsiderate of them to be down here. Seems to put up with the rough stuff fairly well. And I said changing direction frighteningly quickly. Good on the power. On 4S it's really coming alive. My only comment being the tyres are wearing quite quickly. But then this is a very abrasive surface. If anybody's wondering why they call this shell sand, this is made up of millions, if not billions, of shells on here. When in doubt, nail it out. Well, I have to say, well, it might be a basher. So far, it's putting up with quite a bit. It's certainly very buggy-like in the handling and the way it lands. I've stiffened the shocks up a little bit before coming out. Just ploughs on regardless. It's pretty easy to keep in direction as well. Does that impress me driving around the yard? And first time out in the field, definitely so. Just bash Rich, come on. I've been still wanting to get out down here for months and just let rip, but it's literally hundreds of kids down here during the day. Just been crazy. Shall I try it? Yeah. I think that's landed all right. Probably in the giant puddle. Oh, mud, glorious mud. That was very lucky indeed. Okay. That less so. Oh, that black mud's gonna stink on the way home.
Whoa, Richie, whoa, moment. Did that end well? Of course, probably not diving in from that height. It didn't necessarily end well. But people go on about the spare parts availability from this. I've got the spare parts on order from Walmart, which are arriving next week. So anybody worrying about the spare parts on one of these, think again.
Well, I have to say that kind of wraps up today's session with the ZD Racing 9020. Maybe that was a bridge too far, but I was getting to the end of the time I was there, so I thought I would push it on there. Just a little bit of an awkward landing, I have a feeling, on there. But looking at it, shouldn't be too hard to repair. Just that pin that actually broke and bent out. The actual suspension arm, not too badly damaged on there, but I will get a, but it does look like it's going to need a replacement one on order. But that's a hell of a jump to come off of and land on this side.
So I said, Richie, whoa moment, what did we break? We broke that front lower A-arm and the hinge pin on there. Given the height that came in at, the speed we were doing, that is not bad at all. And those replacement parts, well, I've got those on order from Walmart. They're arriving next week. As I say, on this channel, we show you the good and the bad. If something breaks, I will show you. Not going to hide it away whatsoever. But it speaks volumes, the fact that you can actually order the parts from Walmart as replacement ones for this, for goodness sake. And if you were just using this in normal conditions around like a buggy track, I have no doubt this thing would still be in one piece at all. You ain't going to be finding jumps like I did with this one at your local buggy track. All that's actually happened is it's just broken the front lower A-arm on the car, and that was it. And I didn't catch it on camera because it was the wrong side of it and I was coming in from stupid height. To be honest, that was the last jump of the day I was doing. I thought I might as well go for it, Rich. Launch it off there. If it breaks, I'm not that worried. I've shot one I needed to shot. Sure enough, it did break. But I think had I probably landed on the right side of the jump on the downslope, then we would have been okay. So maybe not armour tough, but certainly ZD Racing tough. Didn't do bad at all, handling wise, to my mind. Let me know what you think in the comment section below the video. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.